and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. A case from 1992 is being reopened which has added more fuel to fire over the Ram Mandir politics. BJP and Congress are at each other's throats over the arrest of a man named Poojari in a case of rioting in Hubballi in 1992. This case dates back to the tumultuous days of the post-Babri riots, one of which was in Hubballi. As per the FIR accessed by Times Now, Poojari was listed as an accused number 3 out of the 11 people named. After 31 years, now Poojari has been arrested after allegedly absconding for decades. The BJP now claims that Shrikant is a Kar Sevak and has also been invited for the 22nd January consecration ceremony. They say the Congress government has arrested him to intimidate Ram devotees. The police as well as the Karnataka government, however, have denied the charge. The police says that the action is routine and as per law.
Regular police procedure what we do. ಯಾವಾಗ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಉಳಿದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾಲಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಸತತವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ 37 ಕೇಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕೇಸು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸಸ್ಸು ಸೈಬರ್ ಕ್ರೈಮ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾರ್ಕೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಮರ್ಡರ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಚೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ ಅದರ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಆರೋಪಿ ಪತ್ತೆ ಹಚ್ಚೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆರೋಪಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ಆಗಾಗ ಇದು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ routine work ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ ಥರ ನಮ್ದು ಏನು ಮೋಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ routine exercise. ತಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, 40-year-old case also we have detected. This is just one case.
While the police call it routine, the BJP is lashed out at the Congress, saying that Congress is trying to intimidate Ram Bhakts. In fact, BJP MLA Mahesh Tenginkai even met the family of Shrikant and consoled them yesterday after his arrest. Listen in to their attacks.
We are not against state government taking action against people who have done wrong. But in this case, 31-year-old case has been reopened by the state government. The timing of the state government clearly shows, not only timing, the action of this Congress government clearly shows the present government headed by the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is clearly anti-Hindu.
जो मुलायम सिंह के समय कार सेवकों पर प्रहार हुआ था, वही प्रहार कर्नाटक की कांग्रेस सरकार कर रही है. यानी इंडी गठबंधन कभी स्टालिन के रूप में, कभी सपा के रूप में, कभी कांग्रेस के रूप में सनातन हिंदुओं पे प्रहार करने का, राम पे प्रहार करने का, राम भक्तों पे प्रहार करने का ये बर्दाश्त नहीं.
The Congress government, including the Chief Minister, have however defended the police action, saying that it's routine to hunt down criminals.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದರಿಂದ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ದುರುದ್ದೇಶ ಐತೆ ಅಂತಂದು ಆರೋಪ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಹಳೆಯ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಹಳೆಯ ಕೇಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಅವರವರು ಜುರಿಸ್ಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ SP-ಗಳು, ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಗಳು ಅವರವರು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಬಣ್ಣ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರಿ ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಮ್ಮ BJPಯ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು. ಅದನ್ನೊಂದೇ ಅದನ್ನು ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ ಇದು ಉದ್ಘಾಟನಾ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಾನೂನು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ವ ಕೈಗೆ.
But this defense of routine action cuts no ice with Ram Bhakts in Ayodhya. They feel that this is vendetta politics by the Karnataka government.
30 साल के बाद 300 लोगों को उन्होंने सूची बनाई है. उसमें से एक 72 साल के हमारे पुजारी को उन्होंने गिरफ्तार भी किया है और 30 साल तक वो सोए हुए थे. अब उनको लग रहा है कि ये जो कांग्रेस पार्टी है ये सत्ता में आने वाली नहीं है, कुछ व्यवधान पैदा किया जाए.
कि जिस प्रकार से 500 वर्षों के बाद 5 लाख लोगों की प्राण की आहुतियां देने के बाद जब भगवान राष्ट्र, ये राम मंदिर नहीं है, राष्ट्र मंदिर है, जब राष्ट्र के मंदिर में, सर्वोच्च मंदिर में, विश्व के ऐतिहासिक मंदिर में जब भगवान का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा होना है, में ये अवरोध पैदा करना चाह रहे हैं, घिनौनी कुकृत करना चाह रहे हैं. 30 वर्ष से पहले वो सो रहे थे क्या?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us with us is Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP. Anurag Naidu, author, is joining us. With us also is Rashmi Sawant, who's also an author. Syam Prasad Meka of the Congress is with us. Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, is with us. But let me start with Syed Asad Abbas, who's also a political analyst. Syed Asad Abbas, the BJP says that this is nothing but vendetta, and it's in line with the kind of reactions that we've been seeing across the country. This is a deliberate targeting of a Kar Sevak that is happening.
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, the 1992 case that they talk about, we need to understand that Mr. Poojari was very much part of a crime. Nobody is above the law. And as per the directions of the court, Hubballi Dharwad Police Commissioner Renuka stated the same. The statement of Renuka Sukumar was apt and clear. Nobody is above the law. This is in relation with the 92 case. Yes, it's after many years. But keeping in the directions of the court in mind, it is as per procedure. And also there have been government orders that all cases need to be disposed of. And so did Sri Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, make the same statement. And if Mr. Shrikant Poojari is found to be clear, he is very much within his rights to appeal to the court.
I want Rashmi Sawant to come in on that. Rashmi, what do you say to this response coming in from Abbas, that this is A, at the directions of the court, and B, that this is not an isolated case? There are several other cases which are long pending, which have now been cleared, and several others have also been arrested with this individual, Mr. Poojari.
Well, Madhav, the Supreme Court of India dismissed the cases pertaining to the Kashmiri Hindu genocide, saying that 30 years is a very long time. So there has definitely been, double standards when we look at cases across India. What I want to point out here is that Kar Sevaks, they have faced it all, from being burnt alive to being shot point blank to having their dead bodies tied to rocks and dumped in the Sarayu. We even treat, convicts given capital punishment with more dignity in our country, and this is how the state has treated Kar Sevaks. So the vilification and persecution of Kar Sevaks has been endless. And what the Karnataka government is doing now by reopening all of these cases is just another chapter in this long story of persecution, which is not 3 decades old, but 500 years. It's been 500 years, 25 generations that Hindus have fought tirelessly for justice, and in this fight for justice, they have lost their life in the most horrific ways. And all that is happening now is just another chapter in this continuous persecution that has happened. I mean, everyone's got, right to their faith, right to have their places of worship, but no one's got the right to build their places of worship on top of the ruins of a temple. So no one's got that right. And nothing that one says or does can justify that, especially when the Supreme Court of India has said that Ram Mandir did exist there and that it was destroyed for Babri Masjid to be built upon it. So when this is the premise, all that's happening right now is persecution. It's a political statement. It is just being used to scare Ram Bhakts. That's it.
Okay, it's persecution. It's in a long line of persecution, Ravi Srivastava, and it's in that context that this should be seen, says Rashmi Sawant. It's nothing but an attempt to scare Ram Bhakts. Your response to Rashmi?
Madhav, first of all, Kar Sevaks were not doing any noble job as such. Demolishing a piece of a mosque, a sign of a faith of the other religion, and demolishing that with the help of another thousands of people, I don't consider that to be a noble act. Was that not an unlawful act? Was the Honorable Supreme Court did not say in their judgment that the demolition of the Babri Masjid was a criminal act? Did they not write it in the judgment itself? They gave a judgment, it's okay, and everybody will abide by that. Everybody will abide with the Ram Mandir consecration and all those things. But that does not absolve the people who did it. And that's what I'm saying is Kar Sevak having a kind of a certificate issued to himself by the BJP or someone else, and he was involved in the riots. Riots with criminal should be allowed to go scot-free. Should the law not take its own course? Should the court not decide about it? It's not that the Karnataka government has started its two about it. It was in September that the Honorable Court had given the order to the police that you close these cases, whatever are pending for 31 years. And this gentleman, the car saver, was absconding for 30 years. He was not submitting himself to the law. He was not abiding by the procedure. He was charge sheeted. So Mr. Srinivas Poojari, the court will take its own decision. If the court feels that he was not involved in the riots, he will be absolved. So where is the polarization in it? This is anti-Hindu, or this is anti-religion, or it is anti-Ram Mandir. I think this is all book.
Okay, this is all a bogey, Guru Prakash, says Ravi Srivastav. He says it's wrong to connect it with what has happened in the past, and this particular case, it's purely a legal process that has been completed. That's pretty much what the state government is saying as well. Guru Prakash.
No, Madhav, I think we need to look at this entire episode from two different contexts and dimension. One is definitely the politics of vendetta. After more than 3 decades, during the month of the consecration of Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra, you were suddenly reminded of this. Number 2 is definitely the politics of minority appeasement. If you see, this is a perfect classic textbook case. This is the modus operandi of the Congress party. The Congress party structurally, intentionally is deeply hurt. They cannot digest or tolerate that finally, antato gatva, there is a Ram temple coming in Ayodhya. It is the same Congress party, Madhav, I would like to remind you and your viewers. The senior leader of the same Congress party, Mr. Kapil Sibal, goes to the Supreme Court of India, files a PIL. Ram kalpnik hai. Bhagwan Ram is a figment of imagination. But let me remind my friends from the opposition that we are solidly standing with the family of Mr. Shrikant Poojari. Legally, politically, socially, on the streets as well. The anti-Hindu fundamentalist minority appeasing face of Mr. Siddaramaiah of the Congress government in Karnataka is out in the open. आपको 3 दशकों के बाद ये केस याद आया उसी महीने में जब भव्य राम मंदिर का अवलोकन हो रहा है. This is nothing but politics of minority appeasement. This is nothing but politics of vendetta, Madhav. You have to understand, and like our dear friend just pointed out, that they are just following the rule of law. My dear friend, where does this rule of law go when there is a SGPI and a PFI event in Karnataka? SGPI, PFI वाले आतंक मचाते हैं तो रूल ऑफ लॉ की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, तो कोर्ट की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. और अब जब इस महीने में भगवान राम का भव्य मंदिर बन रहा है तो आप एक कार सेवक को जानबूझ करके राजनीतिक योजना के तहत आक्रमण कर रहे हो. Okay. The Hindus of the country are seeing it, Madhav. The Hindus of Karnataka are seeing it, Madhav. And let me remind, आप चाहे जो भी करिए, No, you have to understand. No, you cannot give a free pass to PFI and SDPI. You are giving a free pass to PFI and SDPI. आप इस बात को accept करो that you are doing politics of minority appeasement. Okay. You have to accept it on the face of it, sir. That after 3 decades, suddenly ये दिव्य ज्ञान हो जाता है आपको. अरे नहीं, ये कार सेवा के उसको पकड़ के लाओ हुबली में. Let me remind you, sir, the entire Bharatiya Janata Party is standing solidly with the family of Shrikant Poojari ji. We will wage all struggle, legally, politically, socially, and on the street. But your face, this naked face of minority appeasement, and your party, sir, we don't need any certificate. The party's Prime Minister in 2007, Manmohan Singh says, इस देश के संसाधनों पे पहला हक मुसलमानों का है. A party that does not take any action against SGPI and PFI takes a
Okay. Comparison being drawn to support being given or patronage being given to PFI in the past. Your response to that, Ravi Srivastav.
Sorry, please read the full paragraph. Do not jump on the conclusions. He never said it that the first right is of the Muslim in this country. Sorry, please correct yourself.
What did he say, sir?
Properly.
What did he say? Because this has been widely reported at the time.
State of Karnataka by hijab, halal, azan, all nonsense was created by your people in Karnataka. You have made Karnataka a laboratory of communal violence, starting from the Eidgah ground in Bangalore to the Tipu Sultan to the Mangalore pub attacks by your Pramod Mutalik and all other fundamentalist leaders over there in Karnataka. You are trying to put a peaceful state on fire.
You want to respond to that, Guru Prakash? It is not us, but the BJP which is communalizing the politics of Karnataka.
No, I think you let me just play this out. Just a moment. Let me play this out for my friend.
What is that? What is it that you're playing out? Please tell us.
I'll just play it out, Madhav, because this lie must come out in the open.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll allow you to take out that. In the meanwhile, okay,
Madhav, let me send this video to you.
Okay, we can't hear it. I'll allow you to take 2 minutes to take out that particular video, but let Anurag Naidu come in. Anurag Naidu, is it correct to say that when Mr. Ravi Srivastava comes out and he says that it is not us but the BJP and the RSS which has communalized the politics of Karnataka by bringing in various sensitive issues, is that something that's borne out by the facts? Your response to him?
Madhav, you know, it's a very good point. Madhav, why should you accuse a party or whatever, BJP or any party, of communalizing at this point in time? Why are you talking? Because you are taking an action at this point in time intentionally to provoke and instigate 100 crore Hindus who are watching your television. Madhav, just tell me one thing. You are a television anchor, a leading television anchor. Madhav, why are all the news channels playing Ram Mandir story? Because the country wants to watch the Ram Mandir. The country wants to. It's a eureka movement. It's a monumental occasion where you have this Bhavya Ram Temple, which is, you know, the sacred emotions, 31 years. And Madhav, Kar Sevak, let me understand one thing, you know. Do you think this Kar Sevak, whatever action you are taking, do you think they'll be frightened? I mean, 31 years of prosecution, if they are faced, do you think they'll be frightened by a couple of arrests? You have arrested Mr. Shrikant Poojari, you have arrested a few more activists. Do you think they'll be threatened? They will not be threatened. Rather, what you're doing is a self-goal. You are instigating the other population, the majority population who is looking forward to this movement, and that is exactly why it matters to the Kar Sevaks that they want to see a Bhavya Ram Temple here, but you want to play your politics around it. You can very well, you are free to do this, but let's understand one thing, Madhav, that in none of the Kar Sevak or anything, I'm telling you, why they are declared Hindu activists. They have this entire, you know, the entire emotional discharge where they have an, you know, they carry a very strong emotion, the pride of being a Hindu, and you cannot rub it off. You cannot say, you cannot show them a बंदूक और you cannot show them a तलवार and say भाई झुक जाओ तो झुक जाएंगे. ये नहीं होने वाला है. जो चीज 31 साल में नहीं हुआ माधव, वो अब नहीं होगा. तो मेरा ऐसा मानना है, मेरी एक विनती ये है माधव कि देखो 22nd इज द इनॉग्रेशन, राइट? आप 27 के बाद, सेकंड के बाद आप अरेस्ट कर लीजिए, आपको जो करना है करिए. 31 साल से तो जेल ही रहे. बट मुझे लगता है कि लेट अस नॉट स्पॉइल दिस movement. Let the entire country enjoy. Let the entire country witness this.
Syam Prasad Meka. Let me bring in Syam Prasad. One second. Ravi, let others come in. Syam Prasad Meka has not yet spoken. Syam Prasad Meka, it's nothing but a brazen attempt at intimidation. This is something that Rashmi Sawant has said in the past. And B.Y. Vijendra, if I can just quote him, he has said that the Karnataka government is proving again and again that's anti-Hindu because they've reopened the 31-year-old case against the Hindu worker Shrikant Poojari, who was arrested, and we strongly condemn this. This reopening of the case is nothing but a blatant attempt at intimidation is what the BJP is saying.
See, first point, Madhav, I can understand the undercurrent between all of them are speaking is, the underlining story is, you want to say or paint a picture that Congress is some sort of an anti-Hindu. Our friend was repeatedly saying it is minority appeasement. Hey, tell me, guys, honestly, I'm asking to your viewers. See, our friend here in the panel says this is minority appeasement. So why is it minority appeasement? If some Kar Sevak is arrested, do you think all the minorities will get very happy about it? What is a minority in it? This is a case, a criminal case. Oh yes, timing is, of course you can question the timing, no problem. But where is the minority appeasement in it? See,
there's no minority appeasement.
No, okay. Madhav, don't stop me.
No, I'm not coming.
Don't stop me.
Let's get in someone to respond to that. You're saying there is no minority appeasement.
No, wait. No need to respond. I'm directly speaking to your viewers, telling them that how these people are.
This is a debate, sir, not a monologue. I think you've come here coming with a monologue. You've put across a point of view.
I waited for 20 minutes patiently.
Yes.
You had to give my time.
Okay, complete your point. If you have something more to add to that, please add. Complete your point. 30 seconds. Complete your point.
Oh yes, yeah, I know you will do this. Okay, so this venom is being put into your minds, viewers. This is how they are carefully doing it. Take care of this. Don't fall into their trap. Thank you.
Rashmi Sawant, would you like to respond? There's no minority appeasement going over here. There's no minority appeasement. Your premise is wrong.
The Prime Minister Manmohan Singh went on record saying Muslims have first right on India's resources. If that's not minority appeasement, what is? I think that's the video me and Guru Prakash ji have been trying to play, but due to technical glitches, we haven't. But anybody can search this. He went on record saying Muslims have first right on India's resources. That is minority appeasement. It is something that cannot be said in a secular nation. If you want everybody to be equal, to have equal rights, you cannot say something.
One by one. Mr. Srivastava and Syam Prasad Meka. 1 second. You were not interrupted. Either of you were not interrupted. Allow her to have her say now.
Please do not. I was raising my hand the minute I wanted to speak. Do not interrupt. As a young person, as a 25-year-old tax-paying citizen who's educated, I feel that this is appeasement, and I have a right to say this. I do not represent any political party. As a common citizen, I feel that the statements which Congress has made has repeatedly been along the lines of appeasement of certain communities, which I would not like to even call as a minority, second largest majority of this country. And we cannot have that. If all of us are to integrate and live together as one community, we cannot have preferential treatment given out to one community over the other. That is not how a secular country functions.
Okay.
And as a young person, I believe that my country, for having its future, this is not right. For a better future, we need to level the playing field, and we need to have everybody have the equal rights, and no party doing this kind of preferential and vendetta politics.
Okay, Syam Prasad Meka.
Power 5 years ago as well.
You want to respond to that?
They didn't do anything of this sort in Karnataka. Why are they doing it now?
Okay.
When Ram Mandir is being inaugurated, it's just a political move. It's vendetta politics, and it's just targeting the sentiments of the Hindu community.
Syam Prasad Meka, your response.
See, very simple thing is, I asked about this issue. Very simple. Normally in this country, what happens is, when election offenders are there, before the election, they will be arrested. They will be looked more carefully. Similarly, Ram Mandir is happening. The habitual offender, known offender, is being hunted down.
Is that so?
So instead of answering that, you're going back to level playing field, Manmohan Singh and all that. Yes, we need a level playing field. Let's do the comprehensive socio-economic caste survey in this country. What is the stand of BJP on that?
Let me bring in Syed Abbas on that. Syed Abbas, is it because it's a 31-year-old case, or because he's a routine offender that he has been picked up? Because Mr. Syam Prasad Meka has a completely different line of argument from what you and Mr. Srivastava have been saying.
Undoubtedly, Madhav Saab, it is the 92 case that we are talking about. Now, quickly to address my good friend Guru Prakash Paswan, the BJP spokesperson. First point, he says that arresting Shrikant Poojari is minority appeasement. So, on all the people of the panel, I am from the minority. I am absolutely not a peace, sir. The person you're talking about, that you and your party will put your might, your rhetoric, your drama, your chief ministers, your MP. Still, sir, Shrikant Poojari is not above the law. He will have to go to the rigmarole of filing the case, going to the courts, undoubtedly, sir. And if he is found not to be guilty, court will say so. Your political might will not determine anything. He also mentioned about the SDPI and PFI. Respective, sir, if you see your political manifesto of the year 2014, of consecutively 2019, you always mention of the banning of PFI, SDPI, so on and so forth. The ban came in too late. But let me ask you, why was SDPI allowed to contest election of the last Karnataka elections? Why? Because it helps to eat into the vote bank of the Congress party. Respective sir, you know how to use them as per your own will and peril. The fact of the matter is, Shrikant Poojari is not above the law. And if you are going to stand against a car saver with him for his criminal act of the demolition of Babri Masjid, you are the part of his crime too, sir.
Okay, Guru Prakash.
No, Madhav, I have a very simple point to make. Who are we to decide that whatever the car sevaks did was right, wrong? There is a court. There is a judicial process in the country. You put it here on record that you don't have any faith in the Indian judiciary. This is the politics of convenience, sir. This I don't understand. And also the video that I was trying to play, just give me a moment.
To ensure that minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, are empowered to share equitably.
Minorities, particularly the Muslim minority. This is Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in 2007 at Vigyan Bhavan speaking at an event of the National Minorities Commission. Do you have the audacity to lie on a national television? This is beyond my comprehension. Congress party is equal to minority appeasement, sir. In 2007, the Prime Minister of this country, the Constitution of India categorizes
you've been caught short on facts. You've been caught short on facts, says Guru Prakash. Please respond to him. You've not been factually correct.
I can send you the tweet on that.
Madhav, I did not speak when anyone. Madhav, I can shout over him, but I don't want to shout over him. Madhav, I can shout over him, but my party sanskar doesn't teach me to shout over anyone else.
I'm out of time. I'm almost out of time. I want to get a quick response from Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, you've been caught on factually incorrect grounds, and that's what Guru Prakash and other panelists are pointing out. That you're saying that he has been misrepresented, whereas he has said exactly that.
Father, what he is saying is incorrect. That full paragraph he read. And the context, he is picking up the one sentence and trying to make a narrative. This is what is my statement.
This is on record. Minorities, particularly the Muslim minority, will have the right over resources. This is politics of minority appeasement. You stand corrected.
All right. From Karnataka to Vigyan Bhavan in Delhi, we've come a long way. This debate indeed has, but we'll have to wrap this debate now because we're completely out of time. I'd like to thank Anurag Naidu as well as Rashmi Sawant, Syam Prasad Meka, Ravi Srivastava for joining us this evening. Debate number 2 coming up in just a moment.